Hi guys, welcome to Trujillo, Peru. Last I talked to you guys, I was in Chicama, so the last day there went well. It was actually the best day surfing, I would say, out of the three. And I had been using a shorter board, a 7-footer, and anyways, worked out pretty well. I think I'm improving. So anyways, the last day again, surfed twice, got up earlier in the morning and was able to go, so caught some really fun waves. And then in the middle of the day, since I had more time, I walked all along the beach taking more pictures, so all the way down to the dock, and then all the way to the Cape, which is where I had been going to surf, and was wondering how long it took, and so paid attention since I had a phone and could check my watch or whatever time this time. It takes about 40 minutes walking there. So anyways, imagine doing that there and back twice a day, and then the last day I did it 3 times because I was walking around taking pictures. So a lot of exercise, a really big workout the entire time I was there, totally exhausted. But anyways, it was good, and it's nice to not have to think about what you're gonna do besides just surfing and relaxing on the beach. So that was pretty much the last day. I walked also like up to the top of the cliffs, so they have these sand dunes, kind of like mountains. Anyway, so I could go up there at some point and kind of get a better view of the ocean and the waves and everything. So that was how I spent my last day. I have noticed in the beach towns there, as well as Mancora and Órganos, and I think just Peru in general, there's a lot of moto taxis, which they're called in other countries tuk-tuks. So basically it's like a motorcycle that has kind of a carriage behind it. So it's a smaller version of a taxi. Those are really common. You see them everywhere. So that was my last day in Chicama. From there, I came to where I am now, Trujillo. I got in, man, it was just yesterday morning. Always feels like it was longer ago, or yesterday afternoon even. Couch surfing here, and there's actually 2 other couch surfers here as well, a Colombian girl and a French girl. So the Colombian girl kind of got injured, so she's been staying there longer than she had planned. But anyways, French girl had also arrived yesterday, so we ended up, after having lunch, walking around in the town of Trujillo, checking it out a bit, historical part of the city. So the main nice area, the main plaza is called Plaza de Armas, which I heard like every city in Peru has a Plaza de Armas. So anyway, it's a really nice square. Walked around, checked out like lots of different churches, of course, as usual, museums in the area, different plazas. Also went to the Plazuela El Recreo. And also there's like a main pedestrian street you can walk along, where we saw this guy who was playing this instrument I think he constructed, which looks like tubes, kind of like Blue Man style, but he was really good. It sounded like a DJ. Anyway, so we waited around a bit watching him. But that was pretty much the day yesterday after I got in, just exploring the city a bit. Had a granizo, I think they're called, or I don't know exactly here, but basically it's like an icy, they put maracuya juice and other flavors, whatever you want on top. So that was the day yesterday, and we've been cooking, so also had dinner, cooked dinner and this morning had breakfast, cooked breakfast at the apartment. And then we've also today been exploring the ruins. So there's a lot of ruins in this area from the people called the Chimut, who lived here prior to the Incas in the 9th century. So the main area we were just in is called Chanchan, which apparently was the capital of the region many years ago. And so there's 9 different palaces or temples, I guess you would say. Anyways, we did a tour, walked around. The lady talked super fast, so we definitely didn't catch everything. But we got to see the ruins, lots of different designs along like the adobe walls. Got to see where they did ceremonies, and they had different places where they stored the food, cemetery, where they lived, all that kind of stuff. Anyways, so learned a little bit about the history of the people that used to live here. They spoke a different language and everything, so this was all prior to the Incas. So we were just checking out that area. Then we stopped by a museum, which was pretty small. The ticket we bought included like several places, so went there, checked out again some more of the same type of things, learned a little bit more about the history. And then now we're at another place called Huaca la Esmeralda. Huaca means temple. So anyways, more ruins from the Chimut that used to live here many years ago. In this region, the whole region is from Tumbes, which is in the north of Peru, north of Mancora where I was, and goes all the way to Lima. So they covered that entire region back in the 9th century. I also had read in the museum that it's the largest city made of adobe in America Antigua. So whatever that's considered like the old America, anyways, is this area, this region. And also their main god was like the moon god. So just a couple takeaways I remember from the museum. So since I'm here, let me give you a quick view of the ruins. This one's pretty small. Anyways, let me show you a little bit. You can see a little bit of the city behind, not the old historic area, so not the nicest part, but something nonetheless. And then down here are the ruins. I'm not gonna go all the way down, but anyways, I'll give you a peek inside. Don't want to fall in while I'm talking to you guys. Oh man. Anyways, let's see what I can show you from here. So you can see different inscriptions there in the walls. We actually don't know the history of this place because there's no guide or anything. Okay, I'm gonna walk down so I can show you guys a little bit more and hopefully not fall in the meantime. Anyways, so you can see we also saw similar designs like this with birds and fish and waves, all sorts of things that we got to see as well in Chan Chan. So anyways, that's about it up until now. I'm not sure what we're gonna do the rest of the day since we have a few more hours. Maybe go to Huanchaco later, which is the beach close by to here. They also have surfing there. And plans to go to Lima tomorrow, but I'm not really sure on the details. I have to find out about the schedule of the buses, so it might be another night bus. And if that's the case, I'll have more time to explore here during the day, possibly check out more ruins, or maybe even go to Huanchaco during the day. So we'll play it by ear, and I will catch you guys up on where I left off next time. Bye.